Hey, what's up? Just wanted to make a quick testimonial video for my friend Ryan, and I met him in Vegas on a boot camp about 1 or 2 months ago, something like that. And I just wanted to quickly talk about my experience with that, as well as like the follow-up that, and some of the conversations I've had with him afterwards. But during the actual boot camp, I could say that my mindset going into it was, I wanted to get a hold of the whole like seduction stuff and all that, but I guess deep down, like, what I was really going for was to have someone tell it like it is, and point out my weak points, and not necessarily in like a technical like game aspect, which of course I wanted that, but there was also like just like that, get that shit that you needed to hear but like didn't want to admit to yourself kind of thing. That was what, how I felt going into it. And man, lo and behold, after spending an evening, well, I guess like a late night, but after spending a night, he watched me going about doing our thing and whatnot. And by the end of it, after everything was all said and done, like, the dude looked me right in the eye and he told me sternly and candidly, but not an asshole, but like sternly and candidly, told me exactly the shit deep down that I knew but wouldn't admit to myself, that was like, just a big hindrance to not only my progress with chicks and stuff, but like it's like a lot of just like a general core issue that would branch out into everything that I do. And so after that one night, he was able to just he read me like a book. He sized me up, and honestly, that like I remember like walking back to my hotel that night, just like I didn't even take an Uber or anything. I walked from the MGM all the way down like to the Flamingo, if you're familiar with Vegas, and which, mind you, not very. There's some odd characters that are on the Vegas Strip at 3 or 4 a.m. But I walked that whole way, passing all these strange people, but like having one of the deepest reflections of my life. And I just thinking back, it was something. But, and yes, sorry if I'm like a scatterbrain, like this is just a off the cuff, like candid, like no preparation kind of thing. But yeah, and so then from then on, he, like on the following nights, he would like he'd go in with me, and dude, I mean, I can even think back right now that we were like in the Cosmopolitan on one of the last nights of the program, and dude, he pushed me into this like set those weird terms, but he pushed me in, and like, dude, I talked to like one of the hottest girls of my life, and it's like, dude, it was the kind of girl that like you would imagine only would date like Drake or something, like a seriously like stunner chick. And then like I didn't bang her, like, I'll be honest, but it was cool that she was actually like receptive to me talking, whatever. And that was big, because like I wouldn't have even considered, like, I considered her so far out of my league. She almost, I mean, of course I like saw her and thought she was hot, but as far as like say going up and approaching her or talking to her, she was just, I didn't even consider her as like an option, because she was like so out of my league hot, at least in my mind. I know that's all like weird fucking mental jargon or whatever, but dude, Ryan pushed me in, and then dude, it like actually went pretty well, and that was another like pretty like major moment. And then even that same night, I remember we talked to like these two real hot chicks that were like, man, it was cool, because I was seeing Ryan, like, he did I don't want to like give out his material or anything, but I was able to just kind of sit and observe. I mean, I was part of the conversation, but there was this moment where I was just sitting there observing what was going down, and it was pretty stunning what this guy was pulling off. And like the girls even admitted, like, not admitted, but they like made a point of like, oh wow, like you're really good at this and shit, and so it was really cool. But of course, naturally, like, if you're getting into this lifestyle or game life, then you want someone that is going to be good at all that stuff, and Ryan definitely has that. But even more so on top of that is like the whole pickup game industry, like this like dark corner of the internet. Man, there's some shady motherfuckers in there, and it's cool that Ryan is not like, he's a diamond in the rough, so to speak, like, in that he was very compassionate towards not just me, but I showed up like to every single person that you know was a student alongside me. Like, he was like, he told you what you needed to hear, and he never sugarcoated or anything, but like it came from a place of like a friend, honestly. Like, and even now it's cool that I could even call the dude my friend and shit. But it was a pretty incredible experience, and he kept in touch through afterwards, and like about a week ago he sent me just this like thorough email to, you know, as far as catching up, and then I was able to, and then we got on a call together and stuff, and dude, it was really cool. Like, I don't even know how long the conversation lasted for, but it was just even though I'd only met him for one weekend, it was like catching up with an old friend that I'd known for a very long time, and it was pretty sick. And I didn't even know, but we had more in common as far as like various life experiences and stuff like that than I even knew, and it was really cool. And I can't emphasize enough how much of a place of like compassion and like caring for his students and friends kind of place he came from. And so, yeah, just wanted to share some of those ideas. And you know, even to this day, he's still like, you know, keeping in touch, and like, heck, even if you're not like buying shit from him or something, he's still gonna work with you. Like even if you're not like a paying customer, like I still feel that I could ask him, like, you know, you're like, oh, I ran into this issue as far as game or as far as whatever, and he's gonna totally be with it. And so, yeah, for that I'm real grateful, and it was badass. I got to meet him, and I guess, of course, Ryan, you'll be watching this. Grateful to have met you, brother. And dude, thanks for everything, man. And yeah, hope this was of help to any audience that's using it for whatever reasons. But yeah, thank you for listening.